All right, welcome everybody to the Beaver County Softball Network. My name is Bill Littler, and today I'm excited to announce that we have merchandise, and we're starting to sell merchandise on our store. How you get to it, I'm gonna show you here. So in a browser, whether you're on your phone or on a PC, just type in merch, MERCH, and then .bcsoftballnetwork.com, and then it will launch the store. Right now, I only have two products in there. I have a hoodie and also a T-shirt. They all have this same or similar colors: gray, black, and also pink. So those of you who are interested, all proceeds go back to the network, and we invest it into the programs, whether it's through hardware or whatever the case may be. So please, if you would like to support the network, this is one way that you can do it. Again, thanks for supporting us, and we'll catch you at the fields. Okay, so welcome to the show, Peyton. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, real good. Excited to do this. You're actually, I just did Taylor Young, just like an hour.
Beaver. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I interviewed her just an hour ago. So you're the second one, and she couldn't see anything. Like, you know how you can see me in the layout right now. She couldn't see anything. I didn't know how to get that set up. So, but I figured it out for you, and hopefully for everybody else will have it too. Okay, so our first question, let's dive right in here. So, what is your favorite walk-up song, and why did you choose it?
So I've never really had like walk-up songs for like travel or high school, but I've always like as a pitcher been interested and I always like go with the music. I always loved like when girls had like the No Hands by the Waka, like Flock of Flame. I like the beat of it and always got me hyped, and I started playing it before like my big exams and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
really? You took it that far?
yeah, no, like I definitely have to listen to some music to get ready for like games and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's been added. But I
Yeah.
wish I had a walk-up song.
I mean, and we'll get into college and stuff, but I think it's fun. I think more high school should do that. I know not every high school, like Blackhawk doesn't have like an audio system or anything like that. But
Yeah.
we need to do it. Like in the college atmosphere, it's a lot of fun with that. It's like
Our baseball team has them too, and I love listening to like their music before, but I love when like travel teams, I see it more with travel. They tend to have more walk-up songs, and it gets me hype, and I'm not even the one walking up to the songs. Like I'm just in the field and I'm enjoying it. It makes the game go by faster for sure.
I need to talk to those athletic directors. We'll get on. I'll get on Jim a little bit to get you guys some audio.
I was gonna say, sadly, our athletic director is our coach, and I think he would allow us, possibly. Depends, especially with a lot of more like vulgar music, explicit music, and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful with that. Yeah, but I'm sure you guys will be mindful of that for sure. Okay, so that's cool. Now, if you could describe your softball career in one word, what would it be?
I would definitely say like strengthening. I think it's a good all-around term. I mean, it's good for your mental health. It strengthens like all that, but through like the years, it's definitely strengthened my abilities to perform in different aspects of like my life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, physically, obviously, softball takes a lot, and it builds character, strengthens the character. I mean, all around, it's just a strengthening sport in all aspects of my life, at least.
Yeah, yeah. And you learn a lot. Like when you can you like vision back when you were a freshman and what you did to how you are now and how you take. It's crazy how you grow, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I know for one, like throughout the years, I started like getting in the gym more often and like building up some upper body, lower body muscles just to perform better for travel too in high school, both.
Yeah,
just requires a lot.
We talked a little bit about that with Taylor. She had that knee injury, and the strength and conditioning and stuff that a lot of girls don't do. And it's important because it helps you avoid injuries more so than anything else,
Yeah, I mean, I know, and like when I first started travel ball around 10U, they had us doing strength and conditioning. And it kind of weaned out through like travel because obviously you get older and you have more things coming up, but
Yeah.
it's never too late to get in the gym yourself.
No, right. I need to do that too. I'm sitting around a computer too much, putting on some weight.
I doubt it.
And you get older, you don't burn stuff off like you used to be able to.
I'm starting to realize that a little bit more as
you're not there yet.
I know I'm not. I know.
Okay, so all right, so that's that. So let's go into the game. So this is the game day essentials. So what's your go-to pregame snack, and the meal that gets you ready for the game?
I mean, bear with me. This isn't like the healthiest choice, but I think my teammates often envision me with a coffee in my hand before a game. I always have like a Dunkin' or like a Starbucks or some type of coffee before a game.
I have to ask. Is that because it's March and it's like 30 degrees outside, or?
Oh no, I can have a coffee before like our conditioning in the winter. Like,
okay, I
have an iced coffee. It's not even hot. I have
you do iced
coffee.
Okay. Yeah. I can't wrap my head around iced coffee. Like my oldest daughter drinks that stuff, and I'm like, that's not it.
I can't do hot coffee. Like, I burn my mouth. I'm impatient. I like to chug a coffee real quick before a game and maybe have like a handful like Goldfish or like popcorn or something.
Okay. All right.
Small.
Okay. That's awesome. My pre-meal whenever I played sports in high school was Carmelo and a Pepsi.
What's Carmelo?
It's caramel and chocolate. The Carmelo bars, it's a candy bar.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, you gotta look them up. They're good. They're like in a.
Now I'm gonna have to go buy one.
They're like in a purple and gold wrapper. Oh, they're so awesome. You gotta try. If you like caramel, you'll love it.
Yeah, no doubt.
I should be the spokesman for them now. All right, so let's go to the next question here. So, do you have any game day superstitions or rituals that you swear by?
Okay, I have one of both. So I would say my like ritual would be like I walk in the dugout with a jersey on typically, and I always have a chest protector on. I swear by chest protectors. And then when I start to warm up, I have to have my jersey off. Like I just have my chest protector on, and then I'll put my jersey on after my bullpen or my warm ups, and I start the game with a cool jersey, ready to get in the game. Like, it's kind of like my game face, but I put my jersey on, and that's something I'm known for, is warming up with just my chest protector on. And
why did you start doing that? Like, what was the purpose by it?
I think it started about like 2 or 3 years ago in travel. When it was so hot outside, like it'd be 90 degrees and we'd be warming up, I would hate having a bulky jersey on.
Yeah.
And then it started becoming like a routine where it was just like, oh, there's Peyton taking off her jersey, like getting ready for warm-ups and stuff like that. And then last minute, most games you see me like rushing to put my jersey on and get out on the mound. It's all the time. But my other weird superstition or just like thing I noticed with myself is every time I have a bad warm-up, they're usually my best games.
Okay.
So I know like, oh, I had a terrible warm-up, and then I get on the mound and I throw a really good game. But when I have a really good warm-up, my game could be pretty bad that day.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You said something that I like to correct people on. It's not a mound, it's a circle.
Oh, yeah. Baseball is a mound and pitching circles.
I'm just teasing you. But you'd be surprised how many people refer to the pitching as a mound. I'm like, that's baseball.
I call it a mound, and I've been a pitcher for...
Everyone does. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
I never even thought about
and
either.
I caught myself saying it. So like whenever I would do the broadcasting with games and stuff, I would say, here comes someone to the mound. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not a mound, it's a circle.
Yeah. I never even realized that until you pointed it out. Actually, no one's ever said that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that probably have no idea they're saying that. So that's cool. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's like with you, getting past, like if you have a bad warm up or a bad pregame, and you're able to get past that mentally. I mean, that's good. That's good that you're able to do that.
I think I'm more like, okay, my warm up was a mess. Now it's time to like get in the game and not be that bad.
Yeah. Or it's like, I can't get any worse than what I just did, so let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. So you get it.
Oh, I understand. And it's funny too, because I coached a little bit when my daughter was younger, And I kind of stopped coaching whenever she was like, I think 14 was the last time I coached her, 13 or 14, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's funny how everyone's kind of different with how they approach the game and what happens. Like you can see the girls do kind of different things and stuff. It's pretty cool. And I got out of coaching, and I'll tell you why. I stopped coaching. I think it was when it was 12U was the last year. So it was 12, girls were 12 and 13 years old. And it was the teenage girls. And I'm like, I'm done coaching. I'm not doing this no more. I'm done.
Oh yeah, I give credits to definitely my male coaches throughout the years.
Yeah.
They've put up the female coaches can handle it a lot better, probably because they're like, we're not dealing with this. They're kind of like, go be girls, but like don't like tear into each other's skin that much.
Yeah,
but
right.
The guys are just like, I have no idea what to do with them. They're all fighting.
This is what got me was like if the pitcher I had, she was struggling, and I would go call timeout and just give her a minute and talk to her and stuff. I would go up there and she's already crying. I'm like, you can't do that. That's not fair. Like I'm ready to yell at you and tell you to get straightened out here, and you're crying and already, put me in a bad spot.
Right.
So that's
it's a lot.
So my coaching career, I retired. Okay, so all right, so let's go to the next one. So on the field here. So what's your most memorable moment on the field? And I mean, it could be a big win, something funny, whatever comes to mind.
Oh, definitely this past year. I don't know if you followed Blackhawk softball,
I followed.
Yeah, we made it all the way to semifinals. It was, I think, the first time in about 50 years, if I'm correct. And I remember I really wanted that game. Like, I wanted to win the game. I wanted to pitch the game. Like, I wanted to be a part some way, somehow. And I just remember we had, I think it was a 1-run lead and just like 1 or 2. And just when the last like pitch was thrown, and like I just remember Mia Yangus was catching for me.
Yeah.
And I remember her coming up hugging me. I had Bryn Heisong, my shortstop. She came up and hugged me, and then like everybody kind of surrounded me, like the cheering. It was just phenomenal. It was so different, and we hadn't experienced anything like that kind of win and like that push. So it was just like really special to like be there and be in the middle, and just like it was just everyone was so happy and excited, and it felt amazing.
You guys, you didn't lose many girls, right? You only lost a couple seniors?
Yeah, we lost 2 seniors last year.
Okay. So going into this year, you guys are expecting big things, right?
I'm hoping for some big things this year. I'd like to see us in the same spot.
Yeah. And I love your section this year. Did you see the realignments?
Yeah, I did see our section coming up, and I think it's gonna be different, but I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see the teams and stuff this year again.
Yeah. You know what? You had said something about your teammates giving you hugs and stuff. I remember. I think it was you. It was an earlier game in the spring that I was streaming this past spring, and I think it was your outfielder. And what's her name? She's a center fielder. Is it Romaldi or something like that?
Raymer?
Yes, Raymer. That's it.
Addie Raymer, yeah.
Yeah. So she was playing center, and she had missed a ball, and it was like a routine fly ball that she just missed. I don't know if it was the sun or whatever it was. And you had went on the out in center field to kind of talk to her and kind of get her mind right. And
yeah, we're a very close duo. I mean, we have our ups and downs 100%, but we are pretty close. She's kind of like my sister on the field. And we've been working with her on her like throws and stuff like that. And she's very, very hard on herself. She's a good ball player. Just very hard and gets down. So it's important to try and pick up like my teammates like that, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of respect for that. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Hey, check that out. That's all right." I mean, I even mentioned it in the broadcast because I mean that's a sign of leadership right there. So with you doing that for her I think that's a big thing, and it shows who the type of player that you are.
Yeah, she was in our quarterfinal game, I believe, against Belle Vernon Leopards. She had hit the fence pretty hard, and I think I was I was pitching that game, and I was the first one out there.
Really?
Like,
That's
yeah,
cool.
I worry about my girls. We've all been in tough situations, and I
Yeah.
always like to be the first one there.
Yeah, she and I think she made a diving catch later that game.
More
The
than likely,
when
yeah.
the game that I was talking about, I think that, I mean, she made a diving catch that game. It was cool. It was just cool how it played out. And who's the toughest hitter that you've ever faced to get out?
I believe it was my freshman year or sophomore year, but 100% Peyton List.
Oh yeah,
I think being younger on like the softball team and coming in as a pitcher as a freshman, my like coach was really worried about like my ego, and
uh-huh.
she has an amazing reputation, especially for Beaver and stuff like that. So the first game we played them, I did not pitch. He did not want me pitching, and then I was like, please, like, give me a
I
chance.
want to try. Yeah,
I want to try. I want to see like how she does compared to me. And definitely pitching against her, I was like, either this ball is coming 90 miles per hour at my leg, or going over the fence. And it ended up being, I think, a routine pop fly and like a grounder to the outfield. So I
yeah.
was very proud of myself. It was an accomplishment for me because she has an amazing
Oh yeah,
reputation.
yeah. Oh, and she should. I think she's one of the best players that's ever going to come out of Beaver County.
I agree.
Yeah, she's good. Okay, so let's go to your teammates and team spirit, which we kind of already talked about this a little bit. But if you can give an award to any of your teammates, who would it be and for what?
100% Kira Rodu. I love everything about Kira.
Is she number 88? She's on your.
Yes.
She's your third baseman.
Yes. Yeah, she was our third baseman. She catches in a couple times a year, like for warm-ups and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when we first met her, when she came, she goes to BCCS, so she comes and plays with us, and we're so grateful to have her. She had an injury at one point. I believe it was a wrist injury, and she came back, and she was so strong, and she was always had like this big smile on her face, and she's always had like the positive attitude. Has amazing sportsmanship. I don't think anyone has done it better than her. I enjoy being on the field with her and in the dugout messing around. Like,
Yeah, did she just start playing last year with you guys?
I think it's been 2 years now.
2 years,
I
okay.
remember.
I
Yeah.
don't remember her 2 years ago. Like last year was the first year that I was like, wait, who is this? Because I typically know a lot of the girls in Beaver County, at least the better softball players, and she kind of busts out of nowhere, and I'm like, wait, who's this girl?
I love Kira.
Okay, so what's one word your teammates would use to describe you?
Hopefully determined. I would either say determined or strong-minded.
Okay.
I am definitely one to goof around or like mess around before warm-ups, but once the warm-ups hit, I'm ready to get in the game. I'm ready to be ready and get out there. So I would hope somewhat determined, definitely strong-minded on the field. I kind of have a sense of what's going on at all times, I'd like to say, and I definitely try and help those who are struggling, whether it's just a rough day or they're going through a slump of some sort. Just kind of pushing my teammates as much as I can to help them succeed when whatever they're struggling with.
Yeah, that's cool. And like you guys, like, I mean, you're primed to have a really successful season this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exciting to watch and see how you guys do. But and a big part of that is the leadership. And with you guys, a lot of you have been through this, 4-year starters or, whatever you want to say with that. But it's cool to see. You guys are primed to have a big year. I mean, last year you had a big year too. So you had one more year of experience and you guys get that taste of getting to that WPIAL. And it's something that, honestly, in Beaver County, there's not a lot of times that you guys have that opportunity. Any team has that opportunity to go to the WPIAL. So it just doesn't happen that much for a Beaver County team. So,
but yeah, as a pitcher, it's very hard not to be a strong leader and a hard leader. You kind of have to know what's going on at all times while working, and like you can see all your teammates, all your friends around you. Yeah. So it's kind of like you have to be determined to help everybody and control what you can control at the same time.
Right. Awesome. Okay, let's see here. So looking ahead now, this is stuff that I'm interested in. So what is your plans after graduation, and do you see yourself playing softball at the next level?
So I'm going to a 4-year program and majoring in nursing.
Oh, so that's going to make it tough to play softball.
Yes, and I have always dreamed of playing college softball or playing at the next level.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, I have to be realistic on my major and what I'm interested in, my education-wise and future education has always came first, even though softball is a very close runner-up. So as of right now, I'm not looking at playing softball at the next level, but I wouldn't be surprised if something last minute changed. But I'm definitely, if I don't go for softball, I'm gonna join like a club or an intramural type of sport
to play. Yeah.
Where
are you gonna go to school? Do you know?
Well, I'm very interested in Ohio University and Penn State.
Okay.
But I've applied many different places to give options because nursing is very rigorous and very competitive today.
Right.
So gotta have my options at least.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know Ohio I know someone's going to. So some of my oldest daughter's friends went to or is going to Ohio University. They have a lot of good things to say about that place up there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful campus. I've visited twice, and I went on a did a softball, I forget what they're called, not like a tryout, but like a
just a visit, you mean?
Well, but I went and I worked with Jenna Hall, which is their softball coach there. Yeah. So I met the team, talked with the team a little bit. They all said the same things. It's very hard to keep your major with a softball team. That's very
well. Keep in mind too, a lot of those schools, like Ohio University, are looking for bullpen pitchers or batting practice pitchers.
Yeah.
So it still could be an opportunity for you to do that and still be part of a team in that sense.
Oh yeah, any opportunity I can have to continue playing at the next level, I would love to take. I just gotta kind of lean myself towards education more than.
And that's what it's about. If you get that opportunity to play softball in college, that's something you should be very, thankful for, because not everyone really has that opportunity to. And kudos to you to decide and know your future and what's more important to you, as far as your careers and stuff. So,
right.
That just shows your maturity and. And I'm sure your parents are proud of that.
It's a hard decision, and I've definitely cried over it. I love softball. I've been playing since I was 9, I think. So
well, and every good thing comes to an end. So
right,
yeah. But you have 1 year left, and at least 1 year. I'm hoping to make
this one a big one,
and you're going to make it a big one for sure. I'm excited to watch you guys. Okay, so what's one piece of advice you'd give to the younger players who look up to you?
Definitely enjoy your time playing softball, as we were just talking about this conversation of. So, advice for some youngers are enjoy the time you have with softball when you have it. Continue working hard, and definitely don't let coaches determine if you're good enough or not good enough. Just keep working, keep pushing, and make the most of it. Enjoy every second you have with the game.
Yeah. That's good advice. That's good advice because. It's hard. We talked a little bit about this with travel. Travel's tough because there's just so many things out there that can mislead you, or if you get the wrong person telling you the wrong things. And
I've had some coaches definitely put me down, and then I've had some coaches really lift me up. It's a journey. Each team's different.
Yeah. Okay. And if any person ever tries to hold you back, just kick him in the shin.
Yeah.
I'll keep it PG. Just kick him in the shin and tell him.
I've had too many shin balls to the shin to even wish that on my worst enemy at this point.
Yeah, I don't like that. When I coach, I always try my best to, especially with girls. Boys are different, but with girls, you got to make them feel good. If they don't feel good, they're not going to play good. That's just the way it is.
I definitely am a player that needs brought up. I need some reassurance and some support here and there.
Yeah.
Without that, I kind of fall apart myself.
Yeah. Even if as a coach that you've screwed up and that and you still say you're doing great, even if you don't believe it,
if
See,
you say
I
it,
like
it
a little
helps.
bit. I like a little bit of like being hard on me and telling me what I did wrong, or like agreeing on what I did wrong. But I like some like backup, like you did this wrong. Let's do this better, but
Yeah,
let's move
you're
forward. You
fine.
can do
Let's
it.
roll.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
And Jim's good with that. Riggio.
Yes,
I
he
like
is
your
very. And
coach.
we are very communicative. Like we talk a lot about like what's going on and like mental health and stuff like that. So he is a great coach on that part.
Yeah. All right. So let's wrap up. So if you could have any superpower on the field, what would it be?
I'm gonna say super speed.
Speed.
I could use some more of that with pitching, getting out of the way with balls being hit at my body because I'm like notorious for getting hit in games. So a little more.
You wear a chest protector. Did you get hit before in the chest, or is it just something you always did?
I when I was a little bit younger, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, 4 summers ago, I took a ball like right here. It caught the side of my chest and hit my arm. It bruised my entire bicep, and it was just close enough. And the way I turned, the parents and the coaches thought that it had hit my chest.
Okay.
And I did have a chest protector on. That was just recommendation from a pitching coach, and I feel so much more safe in the circle
just to have
having it on. And I watch younger girls, and I love the teams that like kind of enforce the kids to wear them. I think that they could be life-saving.
Yeah. And if they're younger too, if you start out using that when you're younger, you're used to it when you get older. And it's really it's like wearing a mask. You guys don't even know you have it on half the time when you're.
Yeah. I don't even like, I have the molded, the one that you break. It's like a cement and you mold it to your chest.
Okay.
And it's an Evo Shield. I love it. I've been wearing it since I was like 10. I've had 3 or 4 of them since then. The padded ones that are just shirts with the pads in them, I've never worn one. I know people that do. They're comfortable. They're both comfortable. You get used to them, and they could potentially save your heart, save you from going into cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
So I'll never frown upon them.
Giving a shout out to Evo Show. We should
I know.
Get you to sponsor or something. Okay, so fill in the blank. What's that?
I said they could send me another one.
Send you another one. I'll reach out to him and see.
Right.
All right. So last one. So fill in the blank. Softball is blank. What?
Softball is invigorating. It's healthy for you. It's good for you. It makes your life full of energy and brings so much into your life that you wouldn't even expect. I mean, sitting here, I just turned 17 years old. Looking back now, I'm like, where did all the time go? Like, I'm fit. I can do sports. Like, younger me would have never thought that like bringing softball and becoming a pitcher and all that would bring all this like light into my life, and I love it. Yeah,
that's great. That's great. All right, so that's all my questions. So do you have anything that you want to share, or what you wanted to talk about, or anything?
Not really. I've had a definitely successful career. I've liked everything that I've done so far, and I'm so excited for this upcoming season. I'm so excited to see where we go.
I think you guys are going to have a great year. I mean, as long as things work out, you always have to worry about injuries and stuff like that. But I mean, as far as what you guys have on paper, you guys should be ready to go.
I mean, we have a great group of girls. Everyone's so talented. And we have multiple.
The good thing about you guys, you can see it that you guys are all in it together. There's no individualism. There's no, there's nobody. It's just you guys have a good mix right now. And that's really what it takes. We
definitely have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we're all family. We all support each other. We're all there for each other when it comes to getting in the dugout and being on the field together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fun to watch you.
Right. I'm so excited to see what everyone else said.
Yeah. It's like I'm doing 4 of you guys from Blackhawk. Who's the other one I didn't do? Who wasn't on my list?
Mia Yangus, our catcher.
Okay. I need to get a hold of her. Tell her to reach out to me. Is she on social media? Is she on Instagram?
I don't know if she has Instagram.
Maybe that's why I didn't see her.
I think she might have just got it, so I'll have to check and see if she's following.
Yeah, I think her parents shared on Facebook. Someone tagged them or something. I don't know. But I'll get her on my list. Tell her to reach out to me.
I will. I'll get a hold of her. I'll be like, you have to talk to him. It's amazing. It's fun. It's something different. I love
Awesome.
reflecting on softball.
Yeah, no, this is cool. And I mean, that's the reason why I do this is because so many parents, girls, coaches, everyone really loves to see the seniors get an opportunity to talk a little bit. So that's why I do it.
Yeah, I appreciate you so much.
Yep.
And
All right.
enjoy seeing it.
Yeah. And I enjoy doing it too. And like I said, I'm going to have a fun year watching you guys. So I wish you the best and work hard over the winter and get ready to chase the championship.
So excited. I'm
Yep.
ready.
All right, Peyton. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, Bill.
We'll talk
Have a
to you.
good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.